Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at minimalism, but maybe not quite how you first think of it.
Right. It's not just about decluttering, is it?
No, not just that. We're working from a source, the art of minimalism, and it frames it more as a way of, well, intentional living.
A philosophy almost.
Exactly. Stripping away the excess to focus on what actually matters to you. So our mission here is to kind of unpack that core idea.
Yeah, see what the real value might be for you without getting too lost in the weeds.
Okay, so this source defines it as, well, a lifestyle, a mindset. It's all about living intentionally.
And it really pushes you to ask that big question, doesn't it? What genuinely brings value to your life?
Yeah, that's the core.
That's what we're digging into.
So it's a shift then, not just about your possessions, but maybe your commitments too.
Absolutely. Consciously choosing what stays and what goes based on, what it adds.
Okay. Now, the source mentions this isn't totally a modern invention, right? It has deeper roots.
Yeah, surprisingly deep, actually. It points to things like Japanese Zen philosophy.
Oh, interesting. Simplicity, presence.
Exactly. And also ancient Greek Stoicism. Think inner peace, detachment from just wanting stuff.
So these old ideas about clarity and purpose,
Mm-hmm.
they're sort of bubbling up again in modern minimalism.
Pretty much. It's fascinating.
And how does this look in practice? The script gives some examples, I think.
It does, like a capsule wardrobe. Just a few key items you actually wear.
Okay.
Or a home that's, intentionally furnished. Only things you need and use.
Right, not just filled space.
And it even talks about saying no.
Yeah.
Consciously deciding not to take on commitments that just drain you.
That feels important. It's not just physical clutter.
No, it connects back to that value question again. Being deliberate with your time and energy, too. Think about the mental load of just owning things you don't use.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So what's the payoff? What does the script say are the benefits of this intentional subtraction?
Well, it suggests you can create more space. Actual mental space, maybe.
For what, though?
For things like peace, creativity, maybe. Deeper relationships, even.
Okay.
It sort of hints at less spending, less worry. Maybe just more living.
But it's easy to misunderstand this, isn't it? The script mentions that.
Oh, definitely. It clarifies that minimalism isn't about, living in a bare white room.
Right, or hating technology or something.
Exactly. It stresses that it's really personal. What minimalism looks like for you might be totally different for someone else. There's no single rule book.
That makes sense. It's a journey, not a destination, maybe.
That's a good way to put it.
So if you're listening and this is clicking, where do you start? Does the source give any pointers?
Yeah, it keeps it practical. Start small, like one drawer. Or maybe look at one habit, just one thing at a time.
Okay, manageable.
And it boils it down to two key questions to ask yourself about, well, anything, really.
Which are?
Do I actually need this?
Mm-hmm.
And does this genuinely add value to my life?
Those seem simple, but probably quite powerful if you actually use them.
Right. How often do you really stop and evaluate the true value something offers beyond just, wanting it in the moment?
Good question. So wrapping this up, this deep dive suggests minimalism isn't really about deprivation.
No, not at all. It's about being intentional.
Using it as a tool, maybe, to clear out clutter, both physical and...
Mental.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can focus on what you decide is important, choosing less to hopefully experience more of what matters.
Less stuff, more life, potentially.
Yeah. And that leads to a final thought for you to chew on.
Okay.
If these core ideas echo ancient philosophies about finding peace and purpose, what might happen if you intentionally declutter not just your desk or your closet, but also your mental space, your digital life? Could that really impact your sense of clarity, your focus, your well-being?
Decluttering the mind and the phone, too. That's definitely something to think about.